Hey guys, this is Laurel, or Rel with the Dabbling Hook, slouching. How are you guys doing? I am, well, up until about 20 minutes ago I was doing great because it's a great day, and I know that my last couple of videos I've come in and being woe is me and blah blah blah, and I resolved to be a little cheerier this time around. My arm is better, although it's very itchy right now, so it's been a full week. No. Has it been? Yeah. It's been a week. And it's better for the most part, except it's itchy. Everything else is going, coasting along right now. So I figured, yeah, I'll just come in and, be a little more upbeat today. Well, wouldn't you know it? I think the universe, has something against me right now. So I was closing the dishwasher door and my thumb jammed in the door handle and my thumbnail bent back. So you can imagine the words that would have come out of my mouth. Didn't come out, it kind of went in. And I screamed on the inside. Oh my god. So, it looked like it was going to bleed, and then it just started turning darker and darker as, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, as the blood congeals. So I expect to have a nice black thumb by the end of the day. The thumping, throbbing pain has gone away for the most part, but you can't squeeze it too much. So yeah. The funny thing is too, I just started maybe a month ago, started taking care of my nails, because I always had long nails and they would grow and then they would break. So I was making a concerted effort to really take care of it, keep my cuticles from getting too dried out, because I found that when that happened, that's when my nails broke. And of course, the longest one, actually this one was longer and I had to cut it because it was too long. And now this one's growing and bent. So other than that, it's a great day, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Today's Saturday, the 18th. Yeah, I got up, I was woken up early by the grass guy, or the cutting the grass and doing some work around the house. Way earlier than I wanted to get up, so I went shopping, grocery shopping early, got it all done, and I was going to settle in to, sew some stuff, because I have delusions of grandeur in my head of how I want this little sewing area to look, and right now it's a disaster, and I have a lot of odd pieces that the frugal person in me just can't. I need to do something with it, hence the scrappy bags and such. But I have pieces that are big enough to turn into bags, so they're going to be like notions pouches and things like that. So I'm trying. Last night I spent a couple of hours just cutting things into usable sizes so that I can make bags out of them. Only to discover that I need I think 10-inch what do you call them, zippers, because I don't have any. Well, I have 3 left, and I'm gonna need a few more. So anyway, all this to say, hi, I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully this was supposed to be short. Is it going to be? I don't know. So anyway, speaking of bags first, I did list I think 12, 13 bags, and thank you. Most of them have gone. I did go to the post office today and drop those off. And I used to put it in my mailbox because we can get mail picked up there, but our mailbox, I'd said, had a run-in with what we can assume was a drunk driver at 3 in the morning, and we replaced it, but the one that we have has a lock on it, so the guy can't get in. So now I have to go to the post office. Anyway, all this to say, I have a few bags left. Actually, right before I started this, a couple of them just sold, so you know who you are, thank you. But the two that, not two, what's left? I have this one left, and I think I'm officially out of this fabric now. So I have that one left, and then I have one of the small sugar skulls, and I'm out of this fabric now too. And the reason I say I'm officially out of this one is because I had bought cork fabric for something and that didn't happen. So it was just sitting there, and you know, I'm going through all my fabric trying to get things used up. So I decided to, a while back, I had made, it was last year, I had made a little pouch because I'm not a huge lipstick wearer. I do it for the video, and once in a while I'll put it on. When my lips are really dry, it keeps me from licking my lips and stuff like that. But I always ended up with a bunch of stuff at the bottom of my bag. Chapsticks, lip liners, blah blah blah, that stuff. So I made myself a little pouch to keep it all in so I'm not digging for it. And it's worked out really well. I use it all the time. So I decided that's a perfect size for a little notions pouch to keep all your hooks and whatnots in it. So this is also helping me use up the smallest pieces of fabric. So I'm using the cork, and this fabric is really hard to, when you photograph it and you go to try to upload it, it gets really distorted because of the lines, and I don't know, the camera doesn't seem to register it very well. But anyway, there's this one with a yellow zipper and yellow insides, box bottom cork. There's this fabric I had actually bought to make a bag for my mom, which I did. I think I had lined her bag in this, and other than scraps and maybe a couple of small pieces that could make a pocket, I'm out of this one as well. And I forgot to add my label, so I have these that I made, that I printed myself, and they're, you can either sew them on or iron them on, and that's what I did with that. And this one has a coordinating insides with the pink zipper. And then this is why I'm officially out of this fabric. I have this label that I bought when I first started buying labels. I bought it off somebody, I can't remember if she was off Facebook, but it's very thin and it frays very easily. I think she was able to do either iron on or sewn on, and I did sew, and it has a paper backing which I took off, and when you take off the paper backing, the fabric tends to fray. So when I added it to this one, it didn't catch all the way and it was fraying. So anyway, I pulled it out and I was able to use mine that I made. So that's why I'm officially out of that fabric. That's all that was left, other than bits and scraps over there. And this one, because there are purple flowers on it, purple insides and zipper. So yeah, this I think I will be adding going forward to what I make. How regularly, I have no idea. So that's what's left for bags in the shop. There you go, made it. All right. There's no order to this, by the way. I'm just trying to get it out. I finally mailed out my Hat Not Hate mix, and I ended up with 14. I thought I was out of blue. I do have other blue yarns that I had bought to make a blanket for my mom, and you know, me and blankets, I don't know what I was thinking, but I still am holding out hope that I will do it. So that's in a bag off to the side, so I'm not touching that. But I thought I was all out of blue yarn. I do have like an aqua, light turquoisey kind of blue that I haven't used yet. But I did come across a couple more skeins of Knit Picks Brava Bulky that I had in Solstice Heather, which is a dark blue color. So Now that they've extended the Hat Not Hate deadline, instead of having it to them by August 1st, it's now September 1st. Maybe it'll spur my Crojo to get something done. I don't know, but we'll see. I have at least 2 skeins left that I could use. So that's that. But that was put in the mail Friday, I think. Yesterday? Thursday or yesterday, I think. Anyway, it's in the mail. Alright, next. So last time I had shown you that I had dyed yarn to do a hat for Setta's Cal, and I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, but I wasn't sure about the yarn in the hank. So I caked it up, and I think I like it. And if I still have the picture, I will pop it up so you could see, but yeah, I think it'll do. Now, I think this is maybe about 130 yards. It was gifted to me, and the little tag that was on it just gave how many yards per pound, but it didn't give you specifically what was in the hank. It was a 100-gram hank, and I searched to see how much that is, and it's roughly anywhere from 120 to I think 140 yards, I'm guessing. So I have no idea, but I think if I knit this in just a plain beanie, that I should be able to get something out of that, I'm hoping. So that's the plan before the end of the month. Alright. What else did I do? Oh, I think he has it. I finally finished Minion 2's hat. I don't remember if I showed it last time, but I'll put a picture of it. He refused to have me take a picture of him with it on. Did I get one? I don't know if I still have it. The one he let me take, he pulled it all the way down over his head, so I don't know if I kept that. But I finished his hat finally. That one I think I started like 6 months ago, but it was a no rush kind of project, and it was all stockinette, and I think I knitted for about 26 inches and then doubled it. Yeah, and cinched it up. And it was I keep forgetting the name, I just gave it to somebody too. I'll put it on the screen with the name of the tutorial I followed, and it's basically, once I followed it, and I'm like, oh, it's easy, so you can work up whatever you want, however you want it. I used different yarns and all that, but it was by CJ Crochet. What was the name of the beanie? I don't remember, but I'll put a link to it, to the tutorial that she did, down below. And if you don't know how to purl and all you know how to knit, you'll be able to do this if you just follow the tutorial. So okay, so that's that. So acquisitions. First, I purchased Gigi, the orange goddess, and there's another name for her too, but you guys all know, hopefully know Gigi. She's undisputed orange lover. Everything is orange. Her nails, her bedding, her keyboard, her computer, her everything is orange. But she had these t-shirts that she was selling, and it says "Stand in the Gap." And this is basically the proceeds for this went to, of course I don't remember, but it went to a charity, and I think they ended up raising about like $30,000 plus for that, which was awesome. But I also got a mug or a tumbler or whatever it's called, but it's insulated. This was done in conjunction with Magpie Fibers, so you get a little sticker, Magpie Fibers. But my first thing was like, oh, that's like a perfect little wine tumbler, right? I almost put some in today, but I haven't washed it yet, so there's that. And I know Z bought a shirt, and she told me that there was a curvy girl version, which I didn't see, so I bought an extra large. If you ever buy through anything through Gigi, through the shirts that she sells, and I think it's done through, is it Teesprings or one of those sellers. They run small. They do. This is, I usually go with a large, extra large, and the extra large just made it on me, so, and I know I've expanded a bit, but it definitely runs, runs small, so. All right, so there's that. Where else are we? Acquisitions. So, acquisitions. Everyone is talking about their clearances that Michael and Joann's is having, even Walmart, but my Walmart has, like, in their clearance section has the rattiest looking things, and it's just not worth it. It wasn't anything to speak about. But I did go to Michael's hoping that it would, you know, getting yarn would kickstart things for me. And other than, you know, almost getting a little rush from getting a good clearance sale, yeah, it hasn't really done it for me. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to let it get to me. Just go with the flow. I've got sewing to keep me going right now, so I'm trying not to let it get to me, but it's like every other day I'm like, be that as it may, I spent a little bit of money. I haven't bought yarn since December. I may have bought a skein or two, but that would have been just specifically to finish a project, and that would have been towards the beginning of the year when I was finishing up stuff that orders from last year. But I haven't bought yarn since basically December. So I went to Michael's, and there'll be plastic wrestling, so forewarned. So the Michael's closest to me had quite a bit. I did end up going to Joann's, and then there's a Michael's right next to that. I stopped there as well. So I love this yarn. I have a love-hate relationship with this yarn. It's Loops and Threads Lush Alpaca. It's soft. The colors are gorgeous. Like this is, the color's maroon. I don't think I remember this one. They used to have one called Tomato or something that was a orangey red that was just gorgeous. I made something with it like a year or two ago. Did I? Yeah. But anyway, it's soft. It's gorgeous to work with, but all these little fibers everywhere. It gets everywhere. It just, if you're allergic or if the little stuff makes you itchy, this wouldn't be the yarn for you at all, but it is glorious. It is machine wash cold, dry flat, do not iron, do not bleach, blah blah blah, the usual. Recommends a 9, no, that's for the project here, 9 and 10 millimeter, hold on, 9 millimeter hook, 10 millimeter needles. It's funny, it's usually the other way around. Usually the crochet hook's the bigger one. But it is, what's the percentage? Where are we? 80% acrylic, 20% alpaca. It's really pretty, but it just, be prepared for it to, the floof to get everywhere. So I think I got one in this color that they had, and 2 in this color, and this is teal. Yep, and it's coming up a little bluer on camera. It's more on the green side of teal, kind of more like my shirt, but on camera it's looking blue, bluer. So I got those, and then the rest of this bag, well, I was gonna say the rest of this bag is all thick and quick, but then they had these little journals. I don't know why I keep buying them because I hardly ever write in them, so, but I got L's. And just some blank cards in envelopes. So they were $5.99, and I think they were like 80 or 90% off. So those will come in handy, and then hopefully I don't cause an avalanche. So I think I got on the first pass 3 of most of these. So Thick and quick. This is Bluegrass. I don't think I've seen this one before. But then again, I haven't been in the stores really much in like 6 months, so I don't know. I guess next to each other they do kind of look, those are the colors. This is definitely more like my shirt. So yeah. So this is Bluegrass. Blues and greens and tealy colors with gold highlights in there. I like that a lot. I think I took everything they had, which was 3. I thought I got 4 of each. Yep, 3. And then they had 1 of Lollipop. A little brighter on screen. But it's like a fuchsia color. Then this is called Allure. And it's like a steel blue, slate blue color with oranges and almost purples in there. Yeah, that's kind of about right. So I did get 4 of those. And more rustling. I got 4 of these, which is Eden. And it's a little darker on screen, but yeah, that's about it. I got 4 of those, and then I think I took everything they had of this because it's neutral. It's called Peanut, but when I had craft fairs, this neutral color and the fisherman color, those were always good sellers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So that was Michael's number 1. Oh. And I feel something cold because for my my thumb, I had this. Oh man, that hurt. That hurts so much. I don't know. Maybe I'm being punished for something I did in another life, or something I did I don't remember. I don't know. It's not my month. Not my year. Not our year. Okay. So, the other Michaels, I went to, they had, is it just one? Yeah. They had just one in Air Force, which I don't think I've ever seen this name before. There was another blue that I bought once that was similar to that. There was one of these that I picked up. They had another Lollipop, and the ball band was torn. I actually had to tape it back. So they had one of that, so now I have 2. And then I picked up another 3 of the Allure. I think that may have been what they had. So now I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And I don't remember how many of the Eden I said I picked up, but I picked up another 3. Yeah, went a little crazy. And my 6 bulky area was just starting to go down, and now I am going to have to squish it all down to get it all back in there. Alright, so that's what I bought at Michael's. At Joann's, and I forgot this thing in here. At Joann's, I had gone in for a fabric maybe about a month ago, when they first opened back up, which I think it was about a month ago or so, and I saw that they had Big Twist Anti-Pill, and I got very excited because it looks exactly like my favorite yarn, which is Big Twist Premium. 100% acrylic, everything, the look of it, the feel of it, everything's the same, except they just renamed it Anti-Pill, because you know they got rid of my Big Twist Premium. Well, I think they just renamed it, because my Big Twist Premium didn't pill either. Look at that. It's the same yarn. They just changed the name. Trickery. There's another of the new one. It's the same yarn. Totally. Feels the same, everything. They just called it Big Twist Anti-Pill. And I think it was normally $3 or $4.99. And they had it on, I don't know if it was clearance or just sale for $1.99, so I don't know if they're getting rid of it. I was so excited to see it back, but who knows. So, having said all that, I picked up everything they had. So, there were these two, yellow, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey, Big Twist anti-pill. This is Big Twist Premium that they brought back. Looks like for a limited time. They also had two in red, like a darker red. It's a little lighter on screen. And two in taupe. This is another good neutral color too, the taupe. Taupey brown color. They had 3 black and 1 green. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at $1.99 a pop. Is it $1.99 a pop? Yep. Normal price was $4.99. Yep. What else did I buy there? What the heck is all that? Oh, I bought some fabric. Which I shouldn't have. I'm like, what is that? I totally forgot. I bought fabric and I shouldn't have bought fabric. Oh, and the other thing I bought was, I saw this spatula, which when I make bread, I think I put the link to, I think it's Artisan Bob is who it's by, but he just uses a spoon handle, a wooden spoon handle. So I figured this will come in even handy because it's very sturdy and it'll work the same. So, and that was $3.47. Or that was the regular price, even though it's a red sticker. So I ended up getting it for $2.08. Ah, even better. Yeah, I may have to go back and grab another one. They had a purple and a different color. But yeah, definitely come in handy. So I'll put that over there so it can go in the kitchen. It's been sitting there for days. All right, I think that's all. No, it's not. I do have, I talked about my finished object was Minion 2's hat. Wow. Again, I was trying to get myself going, crocheting. So I decided to make an amigurumi because I had tried to go through my saved amigurumis to get something to, you know, pump me up, and it wasn't working. So I just decided, no, I was watching Andy of Love and Every Stitches. Is it Love and Every Stitch? Sorry, Angie. RubyBaby. Angie or RubyBaby. She will answer to either. So she made Priscilla's beach cover-up chain thing, and the yarn, it looked awesome on her, and the yarn, and it looked great. But she also used some of that yarn to make a Starshine, a little buddy for her original one. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. So that's what I did. But I wanted something with a little bling because the first one she made, I love the little, like the little, what do you call that? She had little danglies in the middle, you know, like a shooting star kind of thing. So, oh, I'll do something like that. But I didn't want to copy her verbatim, so I decided to use sparkly yarn, and I wanted it to be quick and substantial. So the Big Dipper Starshine. She's huge. Now I'll show you a comparison, but the bottom, this looks a little elongated, and I think it's because these are both loops and threads, Line Brand, Woolies Thick and Quick, and this is, I think, Starlight, and this is, I always forget this name, it's on Ravelry on the project page, but this is like the fisherman colorway with the gold tinsel going through it, it's much thicker than this one. This one, when you're working with it, you can definitely feel it's lighter. It's like the same thing you get with like a lot of Red Heart yarns. Some colorways are rougher, some colorways feel thicker than others. Same thing with this, so it looks a little smaller down here. And then I just made up this star to go, and I told you I like the danglies that she had, so I just added that here. I made a couple of them long and then the rest just short. And then, because this was purple, I don't know if you could not see, but I added some purple here and purple to the eyelashes. I love her. Oh, and I did a little thing different because comparison size. This was the original one I made with Pound of Love. I think I used a 2.25 millimeter hook with this, and this was a 5.5 millimeter hook. Look at the difference. So this, and this is just the little bit of OCD in me. This bothered me, like where you could see the change. So I saw this eons ago on, I cannot for the life of me find where I found it, but I always remembered when you change colors, you do a row of slip stitch first, and then you come back and you work in the back loop of the slip stitch, and you don't get that, like, I think the person had called it like a toothy look of the yarn change. See, like here where it's jaggedy, you don't get that here. You don't see it. So yeah, plus it looked like she's got pants on or something. But look at the difference. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, that was the extent of my crocheting. I did, hang on one second, and it's so much for me keeping it under 30 minutes. I don't know why I bother. Alright, I did add a couple of rows to the, whoops, Sis Love shawl. I didn't get far. I think I literally added like 2 rows to it. Yeah, slow going. So that's that. And last but not least, I got some unexpected happy mail. So when I went to the post office to drop off the bags, I saw there was something in a notification in my box. And I'm like, I know I didn't order anything. You know, I keep track of all that. And as far as I know, no one was sending me anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order anything. So I look at the box that I got, and I'm like, where the heck is that from? And then in the corner, it says International Standards, blah, 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 air mail, and then I saw Royal Mail. I'm like, who do I know in the UK? And then I'm like, the only person I know there, and not really know, but I know there, I feel like I know there, is Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful. I got a happy mail. Unexpected happy mail. May I present to you my very own Allie dodgy bag. Okay, totally like made up for this because this still stinks. Her packaging was so lovely. There were I think they were all in the box. There were little, you know how Marsha, made by Marsha Mom, adds stuff to her packaging? You won't be able to. But there were little brown hearts in there on top. And now I have 3 of her origami. I'll have to take a picture where the other 2 are sitting with Mr. Fancy Pants, my Echo, overlooking me. But we're both yellow lovers. And this is the bag that she did the tutorial in, and it's just I was just yeah, I got a dodgy bag. Thank you, Allie. And oh, hold on. What did I do with it? Oh, I must have left it on the table. Oh, I did. Her note. So I had sent her an E94, which they named Caramel because of the color, and then Tilly and Samantha, because I had sent Octos for the girls, for Lilia and Phoebe, and they named them Tilly and Samantha. Samantha! Oh my gosh. Thank you so very much. That totally brightened my day, and I hadn't even opened it yet before I got my little boo-boo. So once I opened it, it made me smile, and now I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. Thank you. And on that happy note, I think, oh no, hang on. There was one thing I mentioned before, my I'm doing an in-person blast from the past because I didn't put any in the beginning, I think. I had mentioned my mood blanket that I had done in 2014. So back then, the mood blanket was, just like you're doing a temperature blanket, you do a mood blanket. You pick however number of colors that you want, and you assign each color to be the mood of the day. And every day you either, like a temperature blanket, you either do a row or a square or whatever in that color mood of the day. I know I wouldn't keep that up, so my mood was just whatever I felt like color picking that day is what I used. And I used a Starburst. Is it the Starburst? No, the Sunburst Granny Square, which I modified slightly. Did I do 3 or 2? Yep, I modified slightly because I didn't want it to be too big. So I took away a couple of stitches per round, I think. Yeah, in the second and third round, I took away like a stitch so it wouldn't be as big. And I made the blanket. Now, after I had made the blanket, somebody suggested, hopefully it's not going to spill. Oh, excuse me. Somebody had suggested that I could have made 4 individual blankets. I'm like, oh, that would have been sensible. So the blanket I made is more like a large area rug. It's huge. And it's been sitting there since I finished putting, I think I put the last square, in December. So I posted the picture January 2015, and it's been sitting there for 5 years. It's been sitting there not being touched, and I was just giving it thought. I'm like, I really need to do something with that. And I was tempted to try to disassemble it, but there's no way, because it was a join as you go, and there's just no way I want to do that. There's no way. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I figured I will try to show you like some of the color combinations though. So I never realized how much red heart I had. It multiplies. It really just multiplies on its own. The more you use, the more there just seems to be. And then sometimes you just need a little bit to finish, so you have to go buy a whole skein, and it just multiplies. So I think there were just 2 colors I had to go buy. I think it was the Shocking Pink colorway and something else that I had to go buy because I was using it a lot. It became a recurring theme. But I'm just going to show you a little bit because it's huge. I never weighed it, but it's heavy and it's huge. I'll have to pop in a picture of the minions and I on the blanket when we finish. But this is folded in, I don't know how many parts, like 4. But it's a monster. I hope you can see. It's glorious. The squares, the ones that I used a lot were the bright pinks. Like, I'm not a pink person. I always say that. I'm not a Barbie pink person. But if you give me a big saturated punchy pink, yes, I'm okay with that. But that and the neon ones, the black light, and I think day glow, like these. I loved using that in there. There are just so many combinations. Then I started doing whatever. Like I had, this isn't, what was that? I think this was, I love this yarn in a sparkly purple that I threw in there. And then here I just did a round of slip stitches around that just to add interest because it was just a plain blue. But like pink and hot pink and brown really looks nice together. At least I think so. It's just around, I'm trying to find around the specific holidays and such. Like this was just a yellow one, and then I did like a gold. I think this was Red Heart and Gold. I just did a slip stitch circle of purple, and then there, yeah. I still had a lot of Red Heart left. Oh, look at this. Navy blue and I think it's the day glow one. Like it doesn't come across on camera, but it looks, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And even though I'm not a light pink, but pink and gray, you know, just always works together. And then there's a tweedy beige color in the middle. Ugh. So I use soft white to join them. I don't know if I would have liked black joining it, but now I'm just terrified of it getting dirty, and this will cost an arm and a leg if I have to get this cleaned, because this isn't gonna fit in my washing machine. But look, so I don't know, it's still just sitting there, just being displayed. So I ended up doing 300 and look at this one, all the different ones that you see. This is like red with a gray, two-tone gray, and then this like teal color with a sparkly gray in the middle. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. All the color combinations. It's a great use of to use for color inspiration. Just my thought. So 360 here because I wanted to keep it even. So the last 5, I'm like, what am I gonna do? It's 365 days. I did 2, 4, 5, and then I just filled the rest in with plain ones, plain gray, and I made a pillow cover. And then there were still a lot of little scraps left, so this is what I did with anything that had little bits of scraps left. And it's just, I don't think I added buttonholes, did I? No, I just used the between the stitches small buttons. Yeah, and I think I just got a pillow cover or pillow form at, I don't know, either Walmart or Joann's. Oh, my thumb. And then yeah, so this is what the back looks like. Trying to use up every last bit of it. So yeah, that was my blast from the past from 2014. All right, on that note, I'm going to ice my thumb and see if I can maybe sew a couple of bags if my thumb will cooperate. It's definitely turning quite purpley right now, and the nail broke right below, so I gotta, it's still on the skin, so I gotta wait to cut it. Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna go ice and chill, and I will talk to you guys later. 45 minutes, holy cow. Okay, maybe I can cut out at least 5 minutes out. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, update, or PSA. we are going to go on vacation. Tentatively, trepidatiously. So any bags that's left in the store after Thursday, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on, well, maybe I will put it on vacation mode. Or I think I left it up so that digital patterns can get sold. And just a note that anything that's, if there's still bags that's purchased, they will get mailed. It'll be at least a week before. They won't get mailed before the 1st of August. Is it the 1st? Yes, the 1st of August. So, but you have till Thursday, end of day Thursday, to purchase. That way I can prepare and drop it in the mail Friday before we skedaddle. So thank you once again. Thank you, Allie and Phoebe and Lilia and Dan too. I really appreciate it. It totally cheered me up after the sun. And I'm gonna go chill. Have a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. It's like 90 degrees plus out there now, and yeah, it's definitely a summer day. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.